Now this one people have been waiting a while for. This is Incredibox Chalo Sahatee. This is an Incredibox mod recreating the song Chalo Sahatee from the album of Incredibox The Unreleased by So Far So Good and Incredible Polo. So we have a bonus. We got information. We got dark mode, advanced mode. Advanced mode gives you the access to a button in the main screen that deactivates the chord progression of the music. Please note that it only changes these polos. Oh. Then credits, Overcooked Lemonade, Flux, Lunchters, Melon Man, Peanut, Fresh Lake Water, Masonator 13, Leonard, Expensive CHB, Special Thanks, Dot, and Nuke Booters. And then, yeah, there's a So Far So Good. Character info. We do have lore. Okay. So we got lore. But these look really interesting. So I say we just hop straight into it. Beat one. Okay. Starting off pretty neat. Give it a 6 out of 10. Effect. We have Laura I gotta read first. 22 years old, trans male. Telung. A simple soldier of the nation of Naldorn. People like Telung control the nation and carry out the wishes and commands of the Archphant. He enjoys his job and is glad to be doing what he's doing. Ghost hands. Age and gender unknown. Citizens have alleged to there being some sort of ghost that occasionally appears within the deserts and streets of Naldorn. It is seldom ever seen, but it can sometimes be heard creating haunting, droning drama beats off in the distance. The Archphant says there's no such thing as people returning from the dead, and that ghosts are not real. I don't know about that one, buddy. Nox, 25 years old, male. Nox is just another soldier, one like many others in Naldorn. Many people wonder why there's such a large army in the nation. There isn't even anyone there fighting. In fact, the Archphant has said there are no people beyond the borders of Naldorn. Uh-oh, the Archphant is lying. Yiziel, 42 years old, male. Strange little person who makes his living selling foodstuffs and metalware. He doesn't seem like a human, but we don't know what else he would be otherwise. His large hat is decorated with small metal trinkets that rattle around as he moves. Those are washers. I know that those are washers. Definitely a way to announce your presence. Fact. Girth. 6,849 years old. Agender. This thing is a demon. We're not making an exaggeration here. This thing is a little demon made of fire. Although it's not really causing anyone any harm, it just likes to sit around inside this big engine and make weird noises. The archifant has prohibited anyone from going near it. I'm wondering how it got here. I don't know, bro. Alright, let's move on. Effects. Ooh. Okay. Pretty neat. 6 out of 10. Wrong info button. Varjun, a 30 years old male. There isn't much natural vegetation in the surrounding area, so the people build large gardens for growing plants. Varjun is a caretaker of one of these gardens, and he takes his job very seriously. He even made himself a full outfit out of wood and plants to further immerse himself in his gardening. Actually, now that we think about it, we don't think we've ever seen him leave this garden. Oh, Greenlee, 28 years old, non-binary. Greenlee is a complete and total pacifist. They have committed themselves to a life without ever causing harm to others. They also wear a decorative mask with strings tied between the horns, which can make cool guitar sounds. Of course, they completely wasted that opportunity and became a throat singer instead. Okay. Nails, 29 years old, female. Nails is once a wealthy upper-class citizen of Naldorn. She lived a comfortable, happy life with her wife, but everything went horribly wrong when she was accused of having possession of illegal goods and committing treason against the Archiplant. As punishment, she was placed into a coffin and thrown into a ravine, but she isn't giving up that easy. Yeah, she's still alive. Strange metal object. No age, no gender. Despite being in a desert, Naldorn is surrounded on all sides by ocean. The Archiplant says these oceans stretch out forever with nothing beyond. The strange metal object was recently discovered in an ocean. No one could identify what it was, and most people say it looks like nothing else in Naldorn. Archiplant quickly seized this object away from the people. Yeah, there's something outside Naldorn. Honga, 72 years old, male. A simple fisherman who makes a living off the fish of Naldorn's oceans. He was doing his business as usual when he discovered a strange metal object in the water. Claims that when he brought it ashore, he heard a shrill, ghastly wail come from inside it. Archibald ordered him never to speak of this to anyone. It's definitely a villain. Why is there a scene in an old buddy's eye? bag. Pretty neat. Pretty good, actually. 8 out of 10. Miller, 35 years old, male. Miller is a blind crop farmer. It's impressive how much he's able to do with its important impairment, but it's also quite terrifying when he's swinging a scythe around. He doesn't socialize with other people much, but he seems to be living a happy life nonetheless. Yakam, 46 years old, male. In Naldorn, the punishment for murder is having the victim's gravestone chained to your back. All is fair in law and justice. Count Chopped McFudge. Boy, 94 years old. Okay, Grandpa. Male. Strange man who claims to come from a far off land. He has instantly gained popularity among Naldorn citizens with his unique personality and possessions. His hobbies include drumming, rollerblading, being awesome, drowning? Speaking of riddles, boasting, and pizza. Did I say drowning? He's currently number 1 on the Archivant's most wanted list. Bub. Hi, Bub. 19 years old, male. Bub doesn't work. Blah, blah, blah. Bob works in an animal ranch, but he doesn't really like his job. He doesn't care about ranching or even making money for that matter. The only thing that really interests Bub is exploration. He's practically explored the entirety of Neldorn, but he wants to see more than that. He's been trying to teach himself how to fly so he can one day see what's out in the oceans that surround the nation. The Archivant discourages us. McKinn, 92 years old, female. McKinn is a higher up in Naldorn's government who works closely with the Archivant himself. We're not really sure what she does, but we're pretty sure it's important. Probably. Now, which one of y'all are the Archivant? Probably this guy. Yeah, I'd say this guy. I'd say this guy. Okay, let's finish the lore. Hey, look, how many points do I get? 75 years old, male. The Archivant is a religious leader of Naldorn, and since the nation is a theocracy, the Archivant also serves as a governmental and judicial leader. Archivant Daniel is the supreme ruler, and anything he says goes. Questioning his orders is often considered treason. He also hates any sort of scientific or technological advancements made within Naldorn. Boa, 30 years old, female. Boa is a wealthy upper-class citizen of Naldorn. She enjoys stargazing, singing music, and weaving tapestries. which she would usually do with the accompaniment of her wife. However, she's recently been struck with the loss of her wife and has been in shambles ever since. I wonder who her wife is. I wonder who. Mali Ozunk, 31 years old, demi-male, an exotic and very short traveling merchant who roams the nation selling just about anything you can think of. He also claims to own the nicest pair of shoes on this half of the continent. Uh, Jevifan, Jevifan, 29 years old, female. Jevifan really wanted to become a soldier, but the Archifant doesn't allow women in the military. It's kind of sexist. Instead, she decided to take up a science and engineering job, but the Archifant banned her from doing that as well. Out of options, she decided to become a professional singer. The Archifant allowed it, but now she's broke and not making any money. Damn. Mondi, 35 years old, male. Mondi has been in the Archifant's army ever since he was old enough to join. He's been a loyal member since the very beginning and has so far advanced to a very high leadership rank within the army. However, the more that Mondi has worked from the Archifant, the more he has learned about him and his true practices, and Mondi's trust in his ruler is quickly disappearing. Alright. Now it's time for the bonus, y'all. And then, boom. Is that little girl? It is. Is that it? That's it. Alright. Well. But why does it show them slightly highlighted? You see that? You can still see their icon slightly. That might just be a glitch, but hold on. Let me see if it changes anything. I don't think it changed anything. But that was Chalo Sahatee. That was actually pretty cool. I enjoyed that. That was fun. But most importantly, if you guys enjoyed that, please leave a like and hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter at Stopper8 and join the Discord. Link to which is in the description. And yeah, that's about all I got to say. So see y'all next time. Peace.